Hello everyone, I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Former reality TV star Todd Chrisley remains in prison after he and his wife, Julie, were found guilty of bank fraud and other offenses last summer. Both were vocal about their legal situation before they reported to their respective penitentiaries in January. Of course, since then, the public hasn't heard from the Chrisley knows best couple directly, and most updates on their conditions have come by way of their children. Insiders have also shared alleged details on the two, and one of the most recent ones revolves around Todd. Apparently, the patriarch is starting to feel hopeless and has even had a major epiphany while in prison. The USA Network alum is currently serving out a 12-year sentence, and he'll have 16 months of probation after that. It's been claimed that the head of the Chrisley family has been adjusting to life in jail somewhat well. However, a source tells Gossip Fact 24 that he is not a happy camper on the inside like he was on the outside. That same person also states that he's in a very different headspace now and has come to realize the root cause of his situation. So if this insider is to be believed, Todd Chrisley believes that he himself is at fault for everything that's transpired. These purported sentiments clash with a number of the thoughts he shared throughout the court proceedings. During the court proceedings, he and Julie maintained their innocence and were reportedly unhappy after they were sentenced to years in prison. They and their children have apparently been of the thinking that the presiding judge targeted them in order to make an example of them. With all of that in mind, the notion of Todd feeling somewhat remorseful comes off as somewhat surprising. Gossip Fact 24 source went on to say that jail has been rough on the star in another way too. They say that he's let himself go since he doesn't have access to certain amenities. Interestingly, when Dance Moms alum and former prison inhabitant Abby Lee Miller commented on Todd Chrisley's stint, she said he wouldn't be able to handle that lack of specialized services. As for how Chrisley is allegedly faring, the insider said, it was reported earlier this month that Julie Chrisley, who was sentenced to 7 years, was not doing well behind bars and that she'd essentially broken down. It was also said that she blamed her husband for their circumstances. However, that account and this most recent news contradicts comments made by their kids. Todd's daughter Lindsay claims that the two were welcomed with open arms when they began their stints. She also mentioned that her dad's hair is graying, but said that it still looked good. Meanwhile, Savannah Chrisley shut down rumors regarding friction between her folks and claimed that Julie writes letters mentioning her husband since they can't actually talk. As the two remain incarcerated, they're also hoping to appeal their case. Family lawyer Alex Little is optimistic about his clients getting a retrial, as he argues that the case was marred by serious and repeated errors. Though until they're successful in that regard, they'll stay in jail, and all the while, we'll probably continue to hear supposed details on how Todd and Julie Chrisley are handling their new environments.